Hello dear students, your second unit tests are starting and now it's time for the revision. In our second unit test, we are having the units 4, 5 and 6. Here I have given you the question pattern for second unit test. You know the marks will be 25 and the time duration will be 1 hour. Question 1 will be give meanings for 5 marks. Question 2, fill in the blanks for 5 marks. Question 3, match the following for 5 marks. And question 4, answer the following questions for 10 marks. Each question will have sub-questions 5 each, like 5 meanings, 5 blanks, 5 match the following, and 5 answer the following questions. But the answer the following questions will carry 2 marks each. So let's revise the meanings which we studied in this unit. First is trader, a person who buys or sells things. You know what is trade? It is buying and selling of things. So trader is the person who buys or sells things. Mountaineering means mountain climbing. Shelter, a place that protects you from bad weather or danger. Hardships means difficult conditions of life. Secure means to get something with hard work. Firm, a person with strong willpower or strong determination. Convince, to make someone believe. Peak, the top of a mountain. We also can say summit, the top of a mountain. Conquering, to win something. Summit, the top of a mountain. Coronation is a ceremony at which a person is made king or queen. Trek means journey on foot. Relayed means passed something along from one person to another. You know the word relay race. You have participated in it. So there you used to pass baton from one person to another, but various things are also relayed in life, so that means passed something along from one person to another. Ascent, the act of climbing or going up. You can remember this by ascending and descending. So ascending means going up, or the act of going up, the act of climbing. Graze, to eat grass in fields. The cows are grazing. Brandish, to wave a weapon. Sling, a kind of weapon with which stones are thrown at enemies. March, a walk of soldiers with same speed and movement. Beast, a large and wild animal. Whirl, to turn around in circle. Now you can remember this by whirlpool. It means you can remember the image. It is turning round. So whirl means to turn around in circle. Bestow, to give something as an honor or present. And prosperity, it means wealth. Question 2 is fill in the blanks for 5 marks, where each blank carries 1 mark. Now students, blank all is the exercises, a symbol of unity. All the units do not have the exercise of fill in the blanks. Of unity. So I'll be asking the national flag from the blank chapters from the story of unity, or from the question answers. Our national flag was designed by them, Pingali Venkaya. These things you have the blank already color symbolizes courage and you don't have to get worried. I've given you some examples, but be prepared for the other blanks as well. Color symbolizes there's nothing new to be asked here. Courage, it's not out of the syllabus. It's just that the middle your blank color symbolizes you should be aware of the story and not just white color. Mug up the question answers. The bottom blank color symbolizes life and prosperity. Few blanks that The bottom green color symbolizes life and prosperity. The blank position in the event of in the center of the flag is Bachendri Pal secured the first position in the event of progress. This way, I can even change the blanks. Answer the following question. It's not that I'll be asking two blanks together. Still, you can answer it. Like Bachendri Pal, you get the idea that the first position will be in the event accordingly, rifle shooting. Other thing will be blank. Bachendri Pal's dream was to be a blank. A professional question 3 is match the following. Instructor treated her as blank. Match the following from all three materials. So, it's not that one particular match the following will be Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. In question 3 stands for blank. We had National Adventure Foundation. We had the meanings given like this. Then from the clues were given and you had to write blank. So top of a mountain. What will be the word for it? It is after killing option 3 Goliath. You can match the following like that. Princess and became the blank from the United Kingdom of Israel. It is option 4 British. Journey on foot. Option 5 trek. Reply or answer. Option 2 response. And passed something along from one person to another. It is first point relayed. This way, from other units also, I will ask match the following. Now, in unit 5, we did not have anything where we can match, but we had the exercise. What did they say? Unit 6, we have I can ask you match the following as we have already done. It's easy, but a dialogue will be given and you will have to match it with the speaker. Keep in mind that you don't just have to mug up. Who said that? Goliath. National flag the king, is the symbol of David's father. Saffron stands for courage and sacrifice. The answer is David. White here I've just given the example. Truth I can and ask purity. Other sentence green as well for life and prosperity. Israel has sent a boy to fight against me. Dharma cut off his head and give his body to the wild beasts. Progress. Goliath. The man who kills the giant Goliath will marry my daughter and I will give him golden jewels and he'll be the richest man in Israel. 2 marks. So write spoken by the previously I had not cut your marks for spelling mistakes or grammatical mistakes, but now you are used to it, so keep that in mind. It's English. In language, grammar is equally important or maybe even more important. So let's start with the first question. In which event did Bachendri Pal secure the first position? Bachendri Pal secured the first position in the event of rifle shooting. What was her dream? Her dream was to be a professional mountaineer. What did Bachendri's parents think about the profession she chose? Bachendri's parents thought that mountaineering was not an appropriate work for a woman. Why did her instructor treat her as Everest material? Her instructor treated her as Everest material because he realized she was an extraordinary student. What is the full form of NIM and NAF? NIM stands for Nehru Institute of Mountaineering and NAF, National Adventure Foundation. Now students, in answer the following questions, we have already done this exercise, but I won't be asking the same thing. You will be given the table and from the table you will have to answer the blanks. It's very easy, like the answers are in front of you, but you have to find it. So 2 sentences will be given with blanks and the blanks will be filled from the table. Do not mug up this thing. It's not that I will ask the exact blanks. I will be asking the blanks from the table only, but you need to understand the table. So first one, let's just revise what we had already studied. I won't be asking you to count the dates and all, but still, the first woman to climb Mount Everest is Junko Tabi. We can see that from the date of ascent, she climbed it in 1975. Sharon Wood was blank years old when she climbed Mount Everest. So what was her age? You have to divide the, subtract the date of ascent from the date of birth. Most of the climbers climbed the Everest during the month of blank. You can see they climbed during the month of May because of the good weather conditions. It's the only favorable month to climb Mount Everest. The eldest woman among all is blank and is at present 80 years old. The eldest woman among all, the one whose birth is the earliest. She is Junko Tabi, and Dicky Dolma was the blank climber among all. Dicky Dolma. She is the youngest climber among all. She climbed it at the age of 19. What promise did the king make to his soldiers? The king made the promise to his soldiers that the man who kills the giant Goliath will marry the princess, and the king will give him gold and jewels and make him the richest man in Israel. What weapon did David kill Goliath with? How? David first hit Goliath between the eyes by a stone with his sling. When Goliath fell on the ground, David ran and took his sword and cut off his head with it. Thus, David killed Goliath with his own sword. What reward did David get after he killed Goliath? After killing Goliath, David married the princess and became the king of Israel. Imagine you were a friend of Pingali Venkaya. What colors would you suggest for our national flag? It's a very easy question, na? You can write any colors that you like. If I were a friend of Pingali Venkaya, I would suggest the colors blank and blank. What do the three colors of our national flag symbolize? The topmost saffron color symbolizes courage and sacrifice. The middle white color symbolizes truth and purity. And the bottom green color symbolizes life and prosperity. And what does the Ashok Chakra or Dharma Chakra symbolize? It is a symbol of progress. We do not have a national food. According to you, which food should be named as a national food? Why? I'll be happy to read your answers, but with reasons. This is the answer which I think should be. Like, according to me, khichdi should be named as a national food because all the states of India make khichdi with their own variations, and everybody, whether rich or poor, have khichdi as their meal. So that's it with the exercises. Along with these exercises, do read the textbooks, and English is really easy. Just make sure that you do not make grammatical errors or spelling mistakes. Write calmly, prepare well, and your unit tests will be going great. So that's it. All the best.